we're now going to be tidying up the default Laravel installation. What I'm not going to be doing is using the default controllers that we get for authentication. We're going to be building these from scratch. These are useful if you're just quickly getting into an application, but we want to kind of take this step by step. So there's a few things we will need to tidy up. The first thing is we're going to remove this auth, or both these auth controllers. So I'm going to delete both of these here. And the next thing I want to get rid of are the migrations that handle migrating the database table for the users. So under database and migrations, there's two migrations here, one for the users table and one for the password resets table. So I'm going to delete both of these files from here. The next thing we're going to get rid of is under the resources folder, we have these assets that are included by default, this default SAS app.scss file. We don't really want this. If you do want to do some SAS or less on the front end, you can go ahead and set this up later, create your own gulp file and all that kind of stuff. And we do have a gulp file here, which by default uses Elixir. You don't necessarily have to use Elixir, you can use your own gulp file, but we're not going to be using this either, so I'm just going to get rid of that for now. So the next thing we're going to get rid of is under views, we have this default welcome, which is the page that you can see just here. And we don't want that either, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, just delete that. And if you wanted to, under views and errors, you can change this 503 page. I'm going to be leaving that there. I'll let you go ahead and change that if you want to later on. We are going to be implementing our own custom 404 error page, but this is for if you bring your app down. It's just going to give you a be right back page, which is just the default styling. So now we've tidied up our default Laravel installation, we can see that now this is actually going to break because we don't have the welcome view that we just deleted. So we're going to start off by creating a home controller, and we're going to build our navigation at the top using Bootstrap as our front-end framework.